What is going on, everybody? Back again today. I know it's been a minute, uh, but you're going to find out why. In fact, the first thing I want to do in this video is explain why I have not uploaded any content in almost a month, and also why I'm looking just rough as fuck. So about 2 months ago, me and my wife made the decision that we are done with the current geographical region that we currently live in, and we're going to move back to where I am originally from in the US. Now, I'm not going to say where we currently are now, and I'm not going to say where we're moving to. Just let it be known that it is going to be about a 3 to 4 day journey. And yeah, as you can see, like, this is my nerd room, and it is just barren. It's because, like, we are leaving in like 3 days, and we're ready to go. And between getting ready to move, but also working as much as I can, because once I move, I won't have a job for a little while until I line up something new in where we're back in my hometown. I've been working as much as I can on top of preparing to move. And I can see in the video, I can see the bags under my eyes. I am looking rough. I haven't shaved in like weeks. I look like a madman. Yeah, I'm not looking like your stereotypical Chad these days, but that is why. Also, on that note, once we do make the move, most of my time and effort is going to be spent on, doing the real world adult shit. I'm going to be focused more on the Chad, less on the nerd. Because gotta get a job, gotta get employed, gotta get us a new house, home, place to live. We want to get a dog, stuff like that. So fuck off. You might see a significant decrease in the rate at which I put out new videos and new content, but we're all pretty much packed. We're ready to move, and there was some news put out today, nerd-related news, that I want to talk about. So I thought, I'm going to make a quick video. And that is McFarlane's winter fuckity fuck. Hey, here's our new shit. Like, there's some fancy name to it, but it's basically Todd McFarlane put out a video today on their YouTube channel, and he put some announcements on the website that, like, since there is no New York Toy Fair this year, for this weekend, the 25th, I think you said, through the 27th, they're just going to be releasing and showing off. They're going to do like a virtual toy fair just for McFarlane stuff, and they're going to show off a lot of the stuff they have in store for us for 2022. And today we learned two pieces of key information that I thought were noteworthy. One of them is Spawn related stuff. So we got to look at the next wave of McFarlane's new Spawn line. And I gotta say, I'm just being really honest here, guys, it's super disappointing. One of them is just a re-release of Raven Spawn with a different weapon. Overt-Kill, I'm gonna be honest, I was really looking forward to him making a new Overt-Kill. I really wanted a brand new Overt-Kill. However, if you look at Spawn, you don't even have to look into the comic books of Spawn. If you just Google Spawn Comics Overt-Kill and click on the image results, just based on the Google image results, you will see that this particular version of Overt-Kill is very niche and very specific and very seldom seen in the comics. This is almost like a zombified Overt-Kill, and that's not Overt-Kill's normal, generic, traditional look. And I would prefer that. I would prefer a more normal Overt-Kill, not this like zombie Overt-Kill. But anyway, so yeah, I will not be picking up this Overt-Kill. Plus, I can almost see, like, this is if you look at the figure itself, let's go ahead and take a more detailed look at it. If you look at the figure itself, you can pretty much see that it is, for the most part, your standard Overt-Kill figure, aside from the head that kind of has like a zombie look to it. So what that tells me is that more likely, if history is to teach us anything, especially when it comes to McFarlane toys, more than likely what's going to happen is Todd McFarlane is eventually going to re-release another version of this guy with a different head, probably a more normal looking Overt-Kill head. So I will not give him a single cent for this one because it's not the one that I really want. And instead I will wait for the normal head one, which is the one I really want. So yeah, I'm not playing this game. No interest in that whatsoever. So we're going to save this guy for last. Ninja Spawn, he's kind of cool, but it's just another version of... We've got, so far, what do we got? We've got Spawn. We've got medieval... We don't have a medieval Spawn, but let's be real, it's going to happen sooner or later. But we've got Spawn. We've got Gunslinger Spawn. We've got Raven Spawn. We're getting She Spawn. Now we're going to have Ninja Spawn. It's like, I get it that they are technically different characters, but are these different versions of Spawn really the kind of characters that we want to see? Or do we want Sam and Twitch? What's the other? Tremor. The Curse. There's truly not just variations of Spawn, not just different spawns, but different characters. Completely different characters. I would rather have completely different characters rather than just many alternate different versions of Spawn. And like I said, I understand that this is Al Simmons and this is not Al Simmons, but still, it's still a Spawn, and I would rather have something different. And then we get to Haunt, which is honestly the only figure out of this entire wave that I'm gonna buy. Haunt, regardless of how you feel about his comic book run, which let's all be fair here, it's not bad. It's B- to standard B level entertainment. It's not bad. But despite that, even though it's not A+ level entertainment, Haunt is dope. Look at this dude. Talk about a cool premise, a cool backstory, and a cool costume and look to a character. I think Haunt is sick, and I cannot wait to get this figure and put him with my Spawn collection. I am so glad we're finally getting a Haunt figure. That is awesome. So Haunt is probably the only one that I will really be buying. Now, let's get to the Spawn figure. Initially, we all hoped... We saw a preliminary, New Year's Eve picture of this Spawn. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here. So, initially we all saw this. This was the... Come on, please come into focus. Alright, looks like we're going to Bleeding Cool. So initially we all saw this, right? We all saw this picture released, and we were all kind of excited, It's the Mortal Kombat Spawn body, but it looks like it's going to have a better cape, and it's going to be painted more comic booky. The red is going to be a little more vibrant. The black is going to be a flat, hard, matte black. The white is really going to stand out. It's going to be they're using the Mortal Kombat Spawn body, but they're going to make it a much more comic book style Spawn in terms of paint applications. And then we are going to get a much better cape with a much better collar. And it's going to come with a cross base stand. I was really excited for this, but I don't know if plans have changed entirely or if this version of Spawn with this cross base stand is just something we're going to get later. But what was released today is this travesty. We all know that McFarlane Toys, back in the day, was pretty much solely famous for making statues. They called them action figures, but they were statues. They had very minimal articulation. It was you could move an arm at one arm had a 45-degree range of motion, and they just put that in there so that they could call it an action figure. Other than that, it was a statue. And Todd McFarlane himself, since this resurgence of McFarlane Toys, since he got the DC Multiverse license, he has said in interviews that it kind of pains him that he has to make the toys a little more pop culture-y, more articulated, more mainstream, and not just these pieces of 3D art that he used to do with his company. But the popular demand of the world was, we want articulated toys, and McFarlane's over here like, I just want to make cool looking statue art pieces. And the popular opinion of the world is, well, if you do that, your toy company's going to die, because that's not what the vast majority of people want, which means the vast majority of people are not going to pay you, which means you're not going to make enough money, which means fuck you. So he had to make some concessions, and he has over the last couple of years. He did the DC Multiverse line. Those are very articulated figures. Most of his new Spawn figures are very articulated. He did the Batman Year 2 DC Multiverse figure, and that was tolerable, because even though there was a clear way in which that figure was meant to be displayed with that giant plastic cape like blowing in the wind, he also included the necessary accessories and additional pieces so that Year 2 Batman could be displayed and used as just a normal action figure and not a statue piece of art. With this Spawn figure, it's almost like McFarlane is testing us. He's testing the waters to see if he can go back to just making statues. Because here is this new Spawn figure we're going to get in 2022. And aside from the number one gripe that pretty much just kills this figure, it looks like it could have been a very decent Spawn. He's going to come with this like throne base that's made of bones and garbage that he can sit on. And while he's sitting on it, he does look cool. But here's the thing. If you take him off of it, where are we at here? Nope, that's not it. If you take him off the throne, this is what you have to work with. An incomplete cape. This is everything the figure comes with. Stand, extra bone piece that goes up in there, and this cape piece. And it's made in a way so that, hey, he looks good sitting on the throne. Why? But he does not look good not sitting on the throne, because we didn't give him a complete cape. Why didn't you give him a complete cape, Todd? Well, because, with costs and everything, we really wanted to do this throne, and to include a full cape on top of that is just expensive, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. How about you quit lying, and you just tell us that what you really wanted to do here was you wanted to make a statue of Spawn sitting on his throne. But you knew that wouldn't sell, so you're trying to, half-ass it here, and give us it's an action figure. Look, he's fully articulated and blah, blah, blah. It's not a statue, it's an action figure. Yeah, but here's the deal, Todd. Spawn, like a good chunk of Spawn's a good chunk of Spawn's badass factor is that absolutely sick cape. Without the cape, he's just not as cool. And you have denied us the cape. All for the sake of you being able to have your little statue piece of art. This is Todd McFarlane doing what his company always did in the past, which was, this is how I want the figure displayed. This is how I visualized it. Therefore, this is what you get. You get a Spawn that can look cool sitting on the throne, because that's what I visualize and that's what I want. A Spawn that looks cool sitting on the throne. Okay, but he doesn't look good otherwise. He looks like a bag of ass. So, yeah, like this, damn. This one could have been awesome. It really could have. I think with this, because it's the same collar top piece as we have here. I always keep messing it up. It's the same piece. It's just this, I don't know if it's photoshopped in or what, but in this picture, they gave him the rest of the cape. And this looked awesome. I was super excited for this. I couldn't wait. And then come to find out, nope. And now I can tell you for sure, I'm not buying this. I have no interest in it whatsoever. None. The only reason that I liked this more was because of the paint deco. But other than that, it's just the Mortal Kombat Spawn. And here's the deal. I already have the Mortal Kombat Spawn, just like most collectors do. And if I really want the flatter black, the brighter red, the white, I can drive my ass down to Hobby Lobby and buy the black, red, and white acrylic paint necessary to customize my Mortal Kombat Spawn and make him look more like this. And I can do it for cheap. Because I can tell you right now, this thing at retail is going to be about $40. And I guarantee you I can go buy some brushes and paint for less than $40. And just do it myself to my Mortal Kombat Spawn. So there is, it's like, hey guys, do you want a throne? Hey guys, I know you have a pretty dope Mortal Kombat Spawn already, and a lot of you have already given that one custom capes that you bought off of eBay and shit from China. So you guys pretty much already have the perfect Spawn figure already. Well, wouldn't you guys like to have a cool throne? Not really, Todd. Not for $40. And that's really all that this figure is offering, is a throne. Because the Spawn figure is shit because you didn't give him a complete cape. So fuck this figure, 100% fuck this figure. And for the most part, fuck the whole wave except for Haunt. Like, I guess I already been released. Don't like the zombie head. I'll wait for the regular one. Incomplete cape, fuck that shit. And maybe if you're into collecting all of the different variations of Spawn, go for it. And then Haunt's the only one I'm really excited about. So that's sad. But it is the first day of this like winter whatever celebration where McFarlane's revealing toy news and stuff. So it's the first day. Maybe we'll get better stuff down the road. Now, there is one other thing that I saw. I don't know if it was announced today, but no, this was posted on February 3rd. So it looks like McFarlane Toys is going to be bringing back the DC animated series action figure line that was originally made by DC Collectibles or DC Direct. It's actually, I mean, they're still going with the DC Direct logo, but it's through McFarlane Toys as well. This is awesome. I'm really happy to hear about this because McFarlane and them tried to do their own DC animated series figures, and they were just pieces of shit, and nobody cared about them at all. I think they did a few of them too before they finally were just like, hey, let's stop being stubborn fucks and accept facts here. Like, people don't really like these. They liked the DC Collectibles, DC Direct ones better. And it was like a phone call probably, because McFarlane has a monopoly on the license for making like adult collectible DC stuff. So like, if he puts in the phone call to DC and says, hey, can I just use, you know, the figure molds and the tooling and the body sculpts that you guys already had in that previous line, like, why wouldn't they tell him yes? Like, who else is going to use it? No one. McFarlane's the only one that can use it. So I think it was more just like a pride thing. It was like Todd made his version and people said, fuck off with that. And he was just a little too proud. Him and his company were just a little too proud, and they didn't want to admit that, like, hey, you tried to do something that had already been done before, and what you did was shittier, and you need to just go back to the way it was done before. Just fucking swallow your pride and go back to the way it was done before. So that's what we're getting, and it's awesome. Looks like we're going to get the classic black and gray Batman from New Adventures re-released, and then it looks like a lot of those figures that were teased a long time ago, like Batman Who Laughs in like animated series style. We're going to get that one finally, and we're going to get a new Catwoman. Looks like with an alternate head from McFarlane Toys. Who would have thought? So I am excited about this. I'll wait and see. If this goes beyond just the Batman animated series and gets into like Batman Beyond, Justice League Unlimited, and we get a lot of DC characters from this, then I will probably get into it. But if he only brings back the Batman animated series, nah, probably not. But I am excited about this. This is a move in the right direction, that I think. So, yeah, that's that. Let me know what you guys think about all of this toy news. And like I said, it might be a while before you see more videos from me. So just be patient. This is a hobby of mine, this YouTube channel. It's a hobby. It's not my like source of, it's not my livelihood. So I have to secure that other adult shit first, and then I can come back to doing this more. I will try to do this as much as possible, but it's probably going to take a hit for a little while. So, I mean, if that makes you jump ship, you don't want to subscribe anymore, so be it. But for all those who have subscribed so far and who choose to stick with me during this, slight hiatus, salute you. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think about these figures. Leave some comments down below, get a discussion started. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.